Good morning, everybody. We're going to get going on our math today. And with our math today, we're going to be working on things we've been working on so far and then adding into it because remember, I've been telling you that the numbers are going to get bigger and bigger. And the older you get, those numbers will always get bigger. And so in first grade, we start out with the smaller ones, and now we're working toward the bigger ones. Let's see how that will look for us today. So you can see I've got some that are not quite as big on this side, but over on the other side, they're getting pretty big. Well, the cool thing is that we've got a way to do this that we've been doing for quite a while, and that's going to help us, okay? And so let's look at our first one over here. It says 16 plus 7 equals, and we're going to figure that out. The lucky thing is we're going to do the same thing we've been doing all along. We know that 16 is bigger or greater or more or higher than 7. So let's put a line under it. And then above our 7, let's draw our 7 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to do that same thing we've been doing all along. We're going to use our counting on. So we say 16 out loud. Go ahead and say it with me. 16. And use our counting on and count your circles. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And we can find out our bigger answers by doing that. You know, it is something we could still do with our fingers too. And the reason we can is because we do have enough fingers. We can add 17 more because we definitely have 7 fingers. We could add 7 fingers or 8 fingers or 9 fingers or 10 fingers. But if this number was bigger than 10, we couldn't use our fingers anymore. Let's try it. Say 16 out loud again. 16. And use your fingers with me. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And we figured that out. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next one. And you can be using your whiteboard or your paper, and you can write this down, and you can work on it right along with me. Okay, if you need to pause the video and go get something to write with, that's okay. Just hit pause and then come back with your stuff. Underline the 17. 17 is definitely bigger, greater, higher, or more than 5. Okay, all those words mean the same thing, right? Bigger, greater, more, higher. We talked about that at school, and those all mean the same thing. So let's say that out loud. 17. Well, I need to draw my circles. There's my 5 circles. And now I'm going to use my counting on. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That one equaled 22. Let's try it with our fingers. Say 17 out loud. 17. Fingers up. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And that works out for us. 19, definitely higher, bigger, more than 6. I'm going to underline that one this time. And you can be working on this on your board or your piece of paper. I need to draw my 6 circles. That way it's all ready to go. Okay. Let's say that 19 out loud. Here it comes. 19. Use counting on. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And let's go ahead and try this one with fingers. Say 19 out loud again. 19. Fingers coming up. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And it works out. Now, friends, when we look over at the other side, the numbers have gotten even bigger. I mean, 20 plus 3, 36 plus 3, 51 plus 5. The good news is we started out back at school a long time ago doing like 6 plus 4, we would say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you know what? We started out doing those smaller ones, and then we got to what I would call maybe like the medium ones. And now we can get to the really big ones because we've been learning how to do it all along. It's our process. And I did telling you that it's going to get bigger and bigger, right? So is 20 bigger, higher, greater, or more than 3? Definitely, we're going to do the same thing. Underline the 20. You could go ahead and have this on your board or your paper above your three circles. And remember, it doesn't matter to me if it's above or below. Wherever you have room is fine. Okay. Let's say 20 out loud. 20, 21, 22, 23. Well, you know what? That one, we could have thought about secret code cards, couldn't we? Anything that ends with a 0, we can just think of the hop, 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 and the 3 gets on top. And we could do that one that way. But if it does not end with a 0, we can't do that. It won't work. Only when it ends with a 0, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All of those will work with the hop, 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 get on top. But this one's not going to work that way. 36. That is higher, greater, more, and bigger than 6 for sure. I'm going to draw my 6 circles. And then I'm ready to do counting on. Say 36 out loud. 36. Counting on, I'm going to touch 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. And we've got it. Let's try with fingers. Say it out loud again. 36. Fingers coming up. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. We got it. 51 or 5. Ooh, 51 is a lot bigger, a lot greater, a lot more, a lot higher than just 5. All right, I'm going to draw my 5 circles. Then I'm ready to say that 51 out loud. Here it comes. You're doing it too. 51 and touch as you count on. 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Let's get ready to try our last one with fingers. Say it out loud again. 51. Bringing up those fingers as we count on. 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56. We got it. All right, you can erase or clear your board so you can see what your job is going to be for today. So I'm going to erase and clear mine off. In your workbook with the emoji, book number 4. Last time we worked on that page. So we're just going right over to the next page today. And at the bottom, 137, you're going to see a penny, a duck, a pond, and a ball. And you don't have to have yours out and ready at the exact same time as me. You can just watch right now. And then you'll be working on yours mostly on your own today. Okay. Let's see, I want to get you a little closer to it. There we go. So we've got story problems with bigger numbers. Okay. Well, we can do this. We've worked on story problems. We're working on bigger numbers. We're going to put all of that stuff together that we've been working on and be able to do this. It says Tim has 14 pennies. He gets 8 more. How many pennies does he have? Well, this looks a little different than usual. What we're going to do is put our 14 here and our 8. He got 8 more. He didn't spend any, so we're going to do plus, and that's already there for us. Okay. And we are going to actually move our equation over here. So we're going to move it over up to the top. I want you to do that with me. 14 plus 8 equals the empty box. Now we just have the same equation over there. I know it's sort of silly on this page that it seems like we're doing that twice. That's okay, that doesn't hurt anything because we need to show our work. And it says that right at the top up here. That's an important part anytime we're working on story problems. Okay, 14 is bigger than 8. Then I'm going to take and draw my 8 circles. Okay, this is a part of showing your work. That's important. Then we're going to say it out loud, just like we were working on the easel. 14, and use counting on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're going to put our 22 in there. And that would be the answer. That would be over here too. If you forget to do that, though, that's okay with me. That's not a big deal, as long as you have it in right here. Okay. Now, remember with story problems, though, there's one more thing that we always do. We do the label. Only it doesn't say label here, but you know what? There's that line right there we're just going to use to write our label. Look at the question. How many pennies does he have? So we're going to put pennies as our label. Okay. So as you are working on 3 more story problems, those are your steps. You're going to write it in over here. Then put your equation, your circles. That's showing your work. That's important. Equation with circles and your label. Look at your question. How many ducks are there now? How many turtles did I see all together? And how many balls do they have all together? Okay. Then you're going to take a picture of your work page for me today, and you're going to send it to me on Seesaw. Okay. And I'm just going to double check and make sure I don't have a homework page for you today. Nope, no homework page for today. We already did them both actually. So you'll be all set after you do your workbook page.